Hey cats and kittens, and welcome back to Feline Opinionated, where we're going back into episode 11 and 12 of the Apothecary Diaries. Yeah, it seems right. I got so annoyed at sort of trying to come up with intros at these that I've made a prediction board on what I think is going to happen in this show. So I've got my bingo board here, and that's how we're going to do it. So one, we got there is a plague or pandemic episode, and only Mau Mau will be able to fix it. 2, Mau Mau saves Jinchi. This seems inevitable. It'll bring them closer together, and it'll be a whole, like, oh, look, we're romanticizing things, and he'll stop treating her like a toy. 3, Jinchi is the Emperor's younger brother. I've been trying to predict what he is in this Emperor's lineage and why he's doing all this, like, work and how much higher he is. And this is my one guess. It's either that Jinchi is actually the Emperor's younger brother, or that Mau Mau will have to heal the younger brother, but I didn't put that on my board, so that one doesn't count. The Emperor marries Lady Gyokyo. I expect this to come sort of late, maybe season 2. Someone attempts to poison Lady Lishu with honey, and she finds out that she's not actually allergic to it, because like I said, babies under 1 cannot have honey. That's botulism. That does it to all babies. Babies under 1 cannot process that. And so I think someone's going to try and poison her, make it look innocent like it's with honey. And it's actually going to be okay. One of the concubines has a son, which will put Lady Gyokyo out of the running. Yes, it does conflict, but we're working with what we got here. This is where it gets a little bit more ridiculous. Mau Mau is a concubine's daughter. Because in the last episode, they kind of hinted that, they said her dad was a eunuch. So, either he had Mau Mau before he was eunuch, which I doubt very strongly, or Mau Mau was adopted, and I think that the whole plot could be that when Mau Mau was adopted, it was a lady, a concubine who's had this baby, doesn't want a girl to be raised in this kind of life, so sort of tells him to take it away, and then they fake a death. So Lishu or Adwa die, and that brings in another concubine to sort of shove up the mix and see what their vibe is. And finally, Mau Mau gets sick, and it's up to everyone else to fix her because she won't be able to heal herself. She'll be so ill. And then we'll have to see the quack doc step up. He'll be the dad that stepped up. So there we go. Those are there for the rest of the show. And with that, let's get in the next episode.
Their luggage is all packed. Then it's as I thought.
Oh, is this already coming to fruition that Lady Adwa is not no longer a concubine? Because they were saying this sort of last episode that she's kind of too old to do this now. Is that why the luggage is packed? Either that or the Emperor's ooh, summer holidays for everyone. We're all going to Butlins. Get in here. We're going to be in the Tiger Club. Butlins is a 5-star memory for any person in the UK.
So when are you moving out? Well, aren't you a clever one? The big cleanup was just a smokescreen. A new high-ranked concubine is going to be introduced during the New Year's celebration, and concubine Adwa will be forced to leave.
I'm so mad because I low-key have that as an answer. I said either Lisha or Adwa die to be replaced by a new concubine, and I got the second half of that right. I didn't think it was going to happen this fucking quick. I was this close. Do you know how angry I'd be if I had to go back with the knowledge I have now and be oh god, I wish there was fucking painkillers, an epidural, water births, anything that would take the pain away, and all I have is 2 fucking ropes to hold on to. Also, give birth standing up. Give birth standing up. It sounds stupid that we still do this way. It sounds so dumb. But giving birth laying down was just because one king was particularly fucking arrogant and wanted to see the birth of his child and watch it like that, and he thought it was ugly to look upon while the mother was standing up. And then because this king did this, made his wife do it, everyone was oh, I guess that's the way it's fucking done then? That must be right because he's a king. Why would he lie about that? He's not stupid like us peasants. And so it became a trend for, the general public to give birth lying down, and it was, really bad for everyone. And it's still going on, and I'm still mad about it. Yeah, looked it up to fact check. Yes, I was right. Well, like, not necessarily about standing, but women would squat, have birthing stools, or sit. But yeah, it's better to be, like, upright, but it was because of King Louis XIV. So, yeah, lying down is only more convenient for men. It's not for the women, babe.
While concubine Adwa was spending time recovering from giving birth, caring for her child fell to you, the head lady.
So you figured it all out.
Did the child die of honey? Did she kill the child of honey?
Regular honey isn't poisonous. You thought it would be a nutritious supplement. To an infant, though, it can be lethal.
Fucking called it! I got something right! Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I got botulism. I'm so stoked. Please, can someone tell Lady Lishu she is not allergic to this, though? She is delightful and deserves her sweetie treaties.
Someone came along and taught you how honey can be poisonous when it's fed to an infant. But you couldn't let concubine Adwa find out. Imagine if she knew you were the one who killed her child. And so, they had to vanish.
How many people has this woman fucking killed or got replaced? What kind of murder streak has this, like, absolute fucking psychopath been on? I'm so behind this, though, because if making someone disappear made my problems disappear, I would be there on the fly with that. I would be so stoked to do that.
A young girl taken from her parents, and a woman who could no longer give birth. A sort of codependency might have developed. It was during this time concubine Lishu shared how she almost died after eating honey when she was younger. To make sure your lady never knew, you started chasing the concubine away from the Garnet Pavilion.
Every time I get more backstory on Lady Lishu, it's just the worst thing that's ever happened to her. She was a child bride to the first emperor. She was forced into concubine for the second emperor. Although, again, someone did point out that was probably the emperor being generous because she wouldn't have had a better life anywhere else. And I'm like, okay, I can kind of see the logic there. She almost died as a baby. She's allergic to, like, this fish, so she has to eat this gross-ass jellyfish. Hardly a thing, but the fact is that, like, she keeps getting harassed by her ladies-in-waiting, and now this, and I'm like, can we stop picking on this poor kid? Please? My sanity depends on it.
Later, the previous emperor died, and concubine Lishu was forced to leave the rear palace for good.
Do you know how much I'd rather watch a scene of someone having their fingernails ripped out, or the most horrific torture you can think of, than watching this little girl be sad for 5 seconds in a still screenshot? Just cut to the torture. I don't want to watch her being sad anymore.
To protect concubine Adwa, who became incapable of childbirth, and to conceal the issue with the honey, you poisoned concubine Lishu's soup.
Execute this woman immediately. Jail her for life. Again, I don't even want this woman to die, actually. That's how I'm actually quite fond of this lady, Fengming. I like her. I do. She made an ignorant mistake and was afraid to own up, and I get that. I do. Again, the time that they're living in, it doesn't add up to, being conducive to a good life. But you went and tried to poison Lady Lishu, and that's my favourite character, and I ride or die for this baby fucking girl.
And what, may I ask, do you want?
There is nothing I desire.
Anything, just ask me.
She's gonna leap over the table and just try and strangle you. She's gonna try and choke you the fuck out, alright? If you can't be bought, then you're dead. You're dead!
The moment I met Lady Adwa, I knew I would spend the rest of my life serving her. Despite being a woman, she possessed a strong will and the ability to speak as an equal, even with the prince. I had nothing but the deepest respect for her.
That was so much calmer than I thought was gonna happen. Honestly, I was going for the most outlandish responsibility of what I would do, which is choke a bitch out, apparently. But also, I think I made a full 180 on Lady Adwa, because at first, I thought she was just going to be like, oh, the boring one, oh, it's the purity consort, and I was thinking of, like, Christianity puritanism, and that doesn't help in this mindset. But now, I think I'd choose her. On equal par with the men, responsible, calm, level-headed. She is the best of the four.
She acted strong, but I knew she cried herself to sleep every night. It's my fault.
Okay, this is devastating and everything, but don't act like Lady Adwo's special. We all cry ourselves to sleep every night, okay? What do you think I do? You think I'm happy all the time? No! I save that all up for this camera and then I go cry myself to sleep because of the state of the world, my finances, the fact that everything's kind of messed up, my family history. There's a whole bunch of reasons to cry yourself to sleep. If anything, I'm not bottling up my emotions. I am more healthy than any of you.
Good thing I wore layers of stiffened oil paper just in case our conversation became less civil.
I can't believe she was prepared as well to be stabbed such body armor to this fight. I'm so proud of Mau Mau. I've never been more proud.
Concubine Adwo was scheduled to leave the rear palace. She'll relocate to an imperial villa in the south.
Does this affair have anything to do with that?
No, the decision isn't a new one. It was the Emperor's call.
They gotta stop humanizing the Emperor. I want him as a 2D villain. That doesn't help women, okay? I'm so against this man just because he's the holder of all the power, and I'm like, it's your fault, you can fix all the problems in the world, when it's obviously not how power or government has ever worked. This is the first time I've realised how fucking similar these two look. Are they related? Am I wrong about it being the Emperor's brother? Is Jinshi Adwa's brother? Is that it? I'm like close but no cigar again? Yeah, this is one of the reasons that I'm very angry about light pollution. We've been robbed of our very stars, and I always think, like, if I could just go somewhere to see the stars just once, I think I'd cry myself to sleep, but for a good reason that time.
Pretty masculine, aren't I?
I feel like you're giving that impression on purpose.
God, I know I'm ROS, but I have the hots for this character right now.
Just as Fengming chose the gallows to keep her secret from being revealed.
She fucking chose the gallows? Who chooses that one? You're gonna be asphyxiated for an exceptionally long time, and unless you're a fucking Pierpoint, who is weirdly good at his job, the rope often snapped or was like the wrong, it was the wrong length or width, so things went wrong with that all the time and just prolonged your death. Which, by the way, Pierpoint, one of the most hated men of the UK because of his job, but he was, again, a weird, I suppose it's more like mathematical genius to be able to calculate someone's height, weight, and then know what type of rope, like the length, the width, and everything to do. And he was, awesome film, but really dark if you're looking for something along the lines of what's it like to be the executioner.
What are you doing?
Ow, don't scare people like that.
I didn't mean to.
What do you, don't yell out to people unless you're expecting to do a romantic little catch, okay? Oh, also, his tone of voice has dropped. Oh, is this wet cat Jinshi? This is my favorite Jinshi.
I told you, let go.
Then I'll be cold.
That's your own fault for not putting on a coat. You better go fetch one. Have you been drinking tonight?
Never mind, it's alcoholic Jinshi, but I'm kind of in on it. I mean, consent still matters, he's totally gotta let go, but still, I'm kind of into this.
Master G...
Please don't go.
That there is the female fucking gaze, a man who will cry and needs some security. Jinshi is like an Anna-Minis box, and I'm like, which one are we gonna get today? Opening the mystery box. Emotionally vulnerable Jinshi, the rarest of all. I'm used to depressed Jinshi and drunk Jinshi now. I've got 6 horny Jinshis, they keep coming, But now emotionally vulnerable Jinshi, that's the blacked out one on the box that you know is rare.
A ceremony must take place before concubine Adwa can leave the rear palace. First, she must return the crown signifying her as the pure consort, which will be bestowed upon another.
I got excited because I thought she was getting drip. No, she has to give it back. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, is this a gift for me? Bitch, give your stuff back. You're moving out. Look, the Emperor gave you your socks, so you have to give him back his crown.
If only your son was born to the Empress instead, he would live a better life. Perhaps in her state, she simply couldn't tell right from wrong. But still, the decision would result in her son surviving. Surely that would have been her greatest desire.
That's fucking crazy. She swapped the babies in Jinchi. I was like looking, again, it's a little bit harder to tell ages in anime, so my brain, I was like, oh yeah, that's obviously her fucking, brother.
Don't go! Lady Lishu!
Oh, she's just a child! Please, don't take her pseudo-mother away, this is horrible! Plus Lady Lishu is showing herself up in the scene, and I can't fucking handle this. I'm just gonna dive right into the next episode, because that was the best fucking episode we've had so far, including the garden pies.
Following the execution, Feng Ming's family was summarily subjected to varying degrees of corporal punishment, as well as seizure of all their assets.
Bit fucking harsh. You commit a crime and your family gets fucking punished for it. But can you imagine being on your little beekeeping, like collecting your honey, like you're overseeing a bunch of fucking servants get it for you or something, and then suddenly someone comes along like, oh yeah, this is so awkward, but can you like gather your family? Oh shit, it's the Emperor's men. Why are you looking so sad? Oh god, did you not like the last honey samples? We were experimenting with a new flower, but it's okay. Hang on, we'll call everyone. Children, come in here. Yes, it's me, Granddad calling. Oh, we've got news from the palace. Oh, it's probably about your aunt, Lady Fengming. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh god, did we bring enough child-sized manacles? Oh god, I didn't see so many children in this family. I thought you were older than that. We're gonna seize all your assets. Sorry. Also you're slaves now? Yay!
I see the family whom the apothecary was kidnapped and sold off to is among the names arrayed here.
God, never mind. They were into kidnapping and everything. Is this family the fucking Yakuza? Are they like... They're like, oh, well, Fengming created one crime, let's tumble down this hill and see where it leads us. Sir, she accidentally killed a baby, we don't have to do more crime. I'm thinking slavery sounds fucking good though, right? Let's do that, some drug muling, let's see how many people we can murder, pillage, or fuck up, really. Sir, I think you're really taking it, like, it was one accident, we'll cover for our one girl, but I don't think you have to do a whole life of crime for it. Oh well, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Conceal the facts and keep her right here at the rear palace. But what of Will? Is mere compliance enough? How would she feel if she learned she'd been maneuvered to stay in a place she loathed so?
This is so interesting. Jinchi is fully thinking of Mao Mao as a whole person this episode. Jinchi is coming around here. This is such a wonderful bit of character growth.
Any daughter coming from a family that did business with Fengmings is being thrown out on their backside. And from how things are looking, that's a lot of them.
Not all of them were into this fucking crime ring. This isn't really fair. Be careful who you get in a fucking bed with, I guess. Like, they chose to commit these crimes of one fucking woman. This is insane. This is like snowballed so badly.
After Lehawk, who I haven't been able to send any more paying customers to fill the old lady's coffers. If I go back now...
I'm home! Here's Joy!
She'll sell me off, no question!
Can you sell Mao Mao off like that? I've seen the other women in this, like, brothel, and they're all, you know, pure chest, really. And Mao Mao doesn't even have ass to back her up. I mean, she's stunning, don't get me wrong, when she's, like, got the makeup and the hair and everything. But she's not, like, what people are... Well, then again, I suppose variety is the spice of life, isn't it? So I guess, yeah, she probably would be put in this brothel.
It may be nothing, but The family they listed on my service contract. They were penned in as merchants, weren't they?
God, I don't know why you're looking for Master Jinshi. He's fucking obsessed with you. If anything, the best part here is just to stay home because he always comes visiting. Like, Mama was going through this full fucking panic attack trying to find this man, but babe, when has he ever left you alone?
Master Jinshi!
This is also one of the best episodes to see Mao Mao in. She's always so stoic. It's nice to see her actually like even when she's stressed, she's monologuing. So to see her flustered is just so interesting to see like the things that actually set her ticking and panicking. I really like this.
My place is one of service. Should I remain, then I'll be of use. From kitchen duty to food tasting. Whatever you want of me.
Whatever I want.
That's right. Command me and I'll do it. To the best of my ability. Cut my pay if you have to.
Please don't cut her pay. She has to pay this brothel and also she's underpaid as it is. Don't cut a minimum wage service worker's pay, please. It's the one thing I care about. Money. I care about it because I don't have any. Also, I get to show you this. This is really cute. She always overeats, so she sleeps like this. And I've woken her up. I'm so sorry, but you're very cute right now. We also got a rare amity. You can't see her as well on the camera. Black cats, they're just little mysteries of light. Sorry, I just really had to interrupt this to show you that because that was fucking cute.
Just, please, let me stay.
Fine then.
Then you'll...
I'll let you go.
Huh?
Negotiation unsuccessful.
Oh, this is not the time for you to jump in, mystery narrator. Get out of here. God, you always come in at the weirdest fucking times and then disappear for episodes. Like, I think that every episode is supposed to have the narrator in and then she's like off drinking in a club like, woo, look at all the big monies I'm making for narration. Yeah. And then like, aren't you supposed to be over there now narrating? Oh, fucking shit, I've missed like 6 episodes. It's fine, they fucking love me over there. Worst narrator ever. She just comes in when it's convenient for her to plop up. Weirdest plot device that they have ever used.
How long do you intend to sulk like that?
You know, Jinshi could end his sadness if he had Mao Mao right there, and I don't mean if he had Mao Mao there, he could still be sulking, melting in a puddle of mushrooms, but I'm pretty sure that Mao Mao knows how to make those mushrooms fucking magic. Oh, he'd have the best day of his life! Or the weirdest. I don't know what a magic mushroom trip is like.
Xiao Mao went home to the pleasure district. She was fastidious in her farewells, taking the time to part with her every contact and haunt.
Blunder of the century.
I think that's my worst Lady Yokio that I've ever seen. I think I would argue that's out of character for Lady Yokio. I would argue that she is more fiery than you think and that she would have thrown a bigger temper tantrum than that. I mean, like, to Jinshi's face as well. She is not afraid to tell this man off.
You know, you look so much better without freckles.
Just wait till you try my lipstick.
Mao Mao coming out with us. Will wonders never cease?
Oh, no, is this to show her off? Is that why? Or is this something just innocent as a homecoming? Because I was genuinely hoping that Scrinkle McDinkle, that's my name for Scrooge McDuck, like, I hoped that Scrinkle McDinkle was gonna be good. And, like, not horror her out and maybe use her for, like, medicines to the girls instead, or, like, aphrodisiacs, or like, drugs that are highs, but, like, safe highs.
I may be coming along with you, but it's just so you all look better by comparison.
Here, forward.
Because of my generous severance package from the rear palace, I was able to temporarily delay my sordid fate.
Well, at least they're getting severance pay. That's a little bit better. Have you seen the job market right now? Seriously, have you seen the job market right now? It's not looking good when there's not even care homework. That's not good. That's never happened before. And also, I don't know if you guys have looked online lately, at least for the UK, but it's like 7 different apprenticeships, but all for the army. That's concerning. That's very concerning. I mean, like, the army usually has recruitment up, but not, like, as much as it's got going on. Don't think about the potential of World War III, or that'll be the thing you cry yourself to sleep about tonight.
Will that miserly old Bags crusade to make me a courtesan ever end?
Go on, bleed 'em dry!
I can't recite poetry or play the erhu, and dancing is out of the question. I'm just an apothecary's daughter with no interest outside of medicine. So why has she been so insistent with it these last few years?
Don't tell me this fucking lady has a backstory too about why Mau Mau's so desirable. Do not fucking give me that shit. I'm not having it. Plus, it's totally fucking nepotism, isn't it? Like, we just had an episode where they were like, oh, do you know how hard some of these serving girls have to work to go from serving girl to courtesan? It's really fucking difficult to do this. And then, like, Mau Mau's jumped to the top of the job ladder just because of who she knows, and she's like, please do not give me this job. I don't fucking want it.
This person sure is loaded. Every piece of furniture looks garishly expensive. Would be a shame if something were to disappear.
Yeah, my immediate thoughts, exactly. Look, if they've got this many art pieces, they're not going to notice if something fucking small goes, unless they're like actually obsessulated with their art, right? All you gotta do is ask them, so what's this piece? And if they got, I don't know, it's just something I bought at this market once, I don't fucking care. Or if they go into real detail of, oh no, yeah, this is from like the Jin dynasty, and it's like, this was the person who made it, you know, it came from like the severed hands of a monk who everyone said couldn't do art, but like, he could, he made it past the barrier with his fists and stubs, and he still managed to create this beautiful piece. Then you know you cannot steal from this person. It's an easy test, it's like Ocean's 11 logic. This is an awful nice amount of effort that these women are going through to like dance and sing for these men, when I have no fucking doubt that they do not have to put in any of this effort. All one of them has to do is go, well look, I can't dance, alright, or I just don't really have the energy or care to do so. But this is like a 2-hour party, so I'm just gonna sit here and jiggle for an entire 2 hours. You don't really care about the dancing or the artistry, be honest. And the men will be like, yeah, jiggling, that works! Sorry to the men on this channel, I have very surprisingly found that my audience are mostly men. I'm so sorry, I'm putting so little faith in you.
Huh? What's his deal? May I join you?
I'm fine. I don't much feel like company.
Oh?
Oh my god, do not open your eyes, get as much out of him as you can while he's not looking at you. He'll fucking admit to anything right now because he thinks you're of zero to no importance, and I am down for it. Exploit this man's information banks for all it's worth while he's in this state.
Why are you dressed like that anyway?
I'm working tonight.
Working?
That's right.
You mean you're...
This lout seriously enjoys calling my chastity into question, doesn't he?
What did he fucking expect, though? This man, like, he has such little experience with the outside fucking world, doesn't he?
I mean, I could work in the rear palace again. That'd be nice.
I thought you had quit because you hated it there.
Huh?
He's got manager memory loss. I could work back in the rear palace again. That would be great. Yeah, buy me out of my contract. This will be amazing. Mau Mau, you quit. You left me. I distinctly remember hearing the words, Jinshi, I fucking hate you. Please stop using me. And, you know, you left me. Master Jinshi, you fucking fired me. Do you not recall me, like, begging for my job because I was terrified to go and the world is unstable and the economy's fucked? I was saying, Jinshi, please, God, keep me here. I can't afford to go anywhere else. I will have to go into the worst possible form of employment. Mau Mau, I heard all that, but I thought you meant fast food, alright? The people there are rude, and even though it's a job that you should be able to have with some amount of dignity and self-respect, everyone knows it's the worst because the people and the pay and the hours.
True, it had its fair share of problems. But let's be real, where else could someone like me find work as a taster? In fact, the only thing I missed was my freedom to experiment with poison.
Yeah, no one ever tries to poison the concubines. Do you know how boring it is? I haven't had cyanide in months. My dad keeps hiding the other poisons from me. Aconite would be pretty fucking good right now. But all I have to do is wear makeup, and there's not even any lead in this Jinchi. How am I supposed to get sick if there's not even any lead in this makeup? What am I supposed to do with my life?
I still can't touch.
Rules are rules.
There are exceptions.
There aren't.
It won't kill you.
Let's not find out.
One hand, just fingers.
One hand, just fingers is definitely a line that the concubine mistress has heard before. Look, I can't afford a full night with them, but if I can't sleep with them, one hand, just fingers. Oh god, that's the creepiest thing I may have ever said while looking directly at the camera with those eyes. Oh, may my family never watch these videos.
Just the fingers, all right?
Oh, I know that's possessed as romantic because he's getting a little taste of her lipstick, but that was fucking disgusting. If someone said, can I just touch you, like, just with my hand, and I was like, I'd be expecting a caress, and I'd be like, alright, clearly you're just touch stabbed. But then if they put their fingers in my mouth, what the fuck is this? This isn't what we agreed to! Technically, it is what we agreed to, and you're gonna like it.
We've got someone who needs looking at. Better come quickly.
Sure thing.
You know, I was so dumb earlier. I said she should make, like, drugs for these people, but it didn't occur to me to think of the amount of people who would get, like, syphilis, like, STDs, that were, like, gonorrhea, that would probably need fucking treating, because I wasn't thinking, sex work. I was thinking, ooh, party times.
Some few days later, a fair-faced noble arrives unheralded to the pleasure district. He carries enough cash to make a crow's eyes gleam, and for some reason...
Huh?
A strange herb growing from the husk of a twig-like insect. His only asking price? A girl.
Oh my god, do it! If he can bring you more herbs like this, look how stacked she got. She cannot pretend that she was not the fucking happiest she's ever been in her life when he gave her weird stick plan, okay? That would be the equivalent if you came and said, what will it take to get you to work for me? You can't buy me. I am not a prize. I'm not... I got a Maine Coon. Does that work? Key! Yay! I'd be there. I'd be in on it. That or some Imodium. I get very stressed out about social situations, and so, like, I have a diet of Imodium and pills. Alright, well that was 11 and 12 of the Apothecary Diaries. If you would have told me that Mau Mau was fired from the Rhea Palace, I would not have guessed it in a million years, but it's actually a really great story progression that now this is her choice. Like, we've been told how much she hates it the entire time, and it's like only once it's taken away that she gets to love it. So I'm still a little pissed about this one because I got that there'd be a new concubine. I got that shit, alright? We haven't been introduced to her, obviously she hasn't been picked yet, but I had it on the grounds that Lishu or Adwa die. So if anyone agrees that I can mark this one off my bingo board, please do tell me. I want it. I want to win that prize that doesn't exist that I've set myself. This is the best thing that's happened in the series, definitely. These 2 episodes, because it's like, oh, what? We actually have a plot to progress? Well, who could have fucking guessed, alright? Who would have known that there was a plot to go forward? Not me, for sure, because up until now, we've just been playing medical mind games. So, just the fact that they're actually doing something now with the plot, and I don't just have to go on a, oh good, it's another medical episode and another cure for Mau Mau to find, because up until now, I'll be honest, while it was decently fun to react to, I've been finding the show mid. I didn't understand the hype as much, like not as much hype as it gets, for sure. And now I'm sat there like, no, this is actually pretty fucking good though. Like, this is getting to that level I'm wanting it to be at. Like, in the last episodes we did, Conan was introduced to be killed, and it was like, oh, this is a big person for Jinchi, and this is like our into him because he's actually mourning this guy, and then we never got any further information, and I was pissed about it. I was like, are you kidding me? We're not getting more on who this guy is, what his history is, blah, blah, what he means to Jinchi, what, like, Jinchi's whole deal is. Every time we get closer to information on Jinshi, it fucking dances away from the subject. Like, ooh, keep you invested. And I'm like, you can keep me invested, but only for so long if you're just going to give me another medical drama episode. You gotta give me more than this. And now it's started to pull through on that, so I am happy. Alright, then I will see you cats next time. Bye!